What's good, y'all? Welcome back to a brand new video. You already know what it is, what your boys reacting to based off the title. And for a good one, but listen, if y'all haven't, go watch the last video I did drop. You know what I mean? That was a real interesting video. A couple hot takes, I'm not ready to hold y'all, but able to get right into this. But I just want to tell y'all that I thank y'all and I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for all of the support. Keep on supporting. You already know I will continue on posting and continue on staying consistent. I'm gonna continue on getting better. You know, consistency, that's the key.
If I told you just a couple years ago that there would be a player who in one postseason would eliminate LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, Chris Paul, and Jimmy Butler averaged a 30-point triple-double while taking a franchise to their first NBA Finals and breaking multiple records in the process, would you even believe me? That sounds like one of the greatest runs in NBA history. And that's because it is.
I won't cap. I haven't really looked at him as like, you know, something like that, but I be knowing like the stuff that he be doing and stuff. Don't get it twisted, but like, I don't know. That's just I don't know. But let's see. This is one of the main reasons why I'm watching this video.
In terms of offensive brilliance, LeBron James set the gold standard for what is possible in the postseason, piling up an offensive box plus minus of 12.8 back in 2009. This record has yet to be broken, and it may never be, because the next closest playoff run in terms of offense was Michael Jordan in 1991, Michael Jordan again in 1990, and then LeBron James again, and then Michael Jordan again, and then our friend Nikola Jokic, and then more Michael and LeBron. You won't even find another name on this chart until we get down to the 11th best offensive postseason in NBA history with Stephen Curry in 2017. But Michael, LeBron, and Steph are possibly the three greatest offensive players of all time. So what does that make Nikola Jokic? Well, among the career playoff leaders in offensive box plus minus, you'll find the greatest offensive weapons the game has ever seen. Magic Johnson, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, LeBron James, Nikola Jokic, and Michael Jordan. So far this postseason, Jokic has managed to accomplish something that was previously thought to be impossible. Lead the playoffs in points, rebounds, and assists, a feat that has never been done before. But somehow this accumulation of stats is not that surprising. The man is getting triple-doubles like they grow on trees. I've seen the name Nikola Jokic next to the words triple-double so much this season, I almost forgot they were really hard to achieve. In fact, Nikola Jokic now has 10 triple-doubles this postseason alone, which is more playoff triple-doubles than all but 5 NBA players have ever achieved in their entire career. Now, a big burling center like Nikola Jokic is supposed to be really good around the rim. Among players with at least 1,000 career playoff shot attempts, Jokic ranks second all-time in effective field goal percentage. As impressive as this is, I kind of expected it. But you know what I didn't expect? Among players with at least 1,000 career playoff shot attempts, Jokic also ranks second in three-point percentage. Now, before you go and pick your jaw up off the floor, I must also tell you that among high-volume playoff shooters, there are only 2 players in NBA history who have career splits of 50-40-80. Kawhi Leonard and Nikola Jokic. Jokic is really good at everything. So how do you stop him? Well, what would most players do in this situation? Jokic is sandwiched between a double team, but he's got a few options. Come on now. Does he A, lob it up for Jeff Green, who's got a man sealed off?
No.
B, swing it to Jamal Murray at the top of the key? No. Or C, float it above Bam and attempt to knock down an 8-footer?
No. Passing it. Like, okay, no, like real serious stuff. Like, as a real hooper, like me, I can actually hoop. Like, I was like really hoop. I'm like legit passing it, like that's kind of like
none of those things. And instead slips a pass to a cutting Christian Brown for an easy dunk. One of the best ways to describe Jokic's game is that he makes it difficult for his teammates to even make a bad play.
Now I won't count. His court vision is like
this play right here. Jokic gets the mismatch on Butler in the high post. Kyle Lowry sees this, and so he signals Highsmith to double him. Now, right away, you can see Highsmith doesn't want to commit to the double. He knows it's a bad idea.
Corner.
Because even with his man on the other side of the court, he knows Jokic can just easily do this.
Easy.
But in some cases, the Heat choose not to double. And since there's no one in the NBA who can guard Jokic one-on-one, this turns into about the easiest 2 points you'll see in the finals.
Yeah, he's a big body,
in terms
too.
of offensive value, one thing we have trouble measuring is a player's gravity. When a player becomes a perpetual threat on offense, they leave the defense with no choice but to pick their own poison.
And also too, I was watching. They was this. I forgot her name. The white girl. She be like a reporter or something for ESPN like all the time. I forgot her name, but she be cool. She be cool sometimes. But she said Jokic and stuff. He seriously was like he was like working out, and he lost a lot of like body fat and stuff, and then he turned that into muscle and stuff like that. Now like won't kept like Jokic like he eats. They say he eats really good and stuff like that. He put in the work though. Like he really put in the work to be able to do all this though. Like Jokic, I didn't know all that though.
Great players have this effect to some extent, but the gravity Nikola Jokic imposes on the opposing defense is like some sort of black hole, pulling everything within his vicinity in against their will. On this play, Murray uses the pick and finds a rolling Jokic at the center of the defense. Once Jokic gets the ball here, Miami's already failed on this defensive possession. Look around the court. Highsmith is the only defender within 8 feet of his man. Miami is so consumed with stopping Jokic at the point of attack that they leave him with 3 open options from which he can choose from. Here's another play from just a few possessions later. It's a different action, but Jokic gets the ball at the center of the defense again. And this time, instead of completely collapsing, the Heat play the passing lane, and Jokic gets a wide open floater. What exactly are they supposed to do in this situation? And this gravity that Jokic imposes on the defense has a reverse effect on his team. One of the many negative side effects to ISO-heavy ball is that even if the player getting the majority of the shots is the best option, it completely disincentivizes his teammates from moving without the ball. And now since they're less willing to run around and make cuts for what feels like no reason, these teammates end up standing around even more, leading to them being open even less, leading to an ISO-heavy player passing even less, and it just snowballs until your offense is completely stagnant. But when Jokic has the ball, his teammates are engaged, knowing that if they get open, he will find them.
I will say, first of all, everybody want to be a 3-point shooter. Everybody do want to shoot. Everybody want to do this and that. Like, bro, cut everything. You see, won't count. Nuggets, they really have a squad. They have everybody that wants. They move. They do everything. Like, that's keep it, but like for real, like that's Nuggets is just raw all around. Like, damn, the Nuggets is hard. Like, after for real watching this and just watch like for real, like damn, you just over here looking like the different Nuggets. Like, damn, for real. I really think about trying to guard him though. Like, that's crazy. Like, he's a big body with it too, and hit you with boy, I would hate that. I would hate that.
Jokic sets a screen for Murray and steals Butler off. Jamal Murray looks to feed Jokic the ball, but look in the corner.
He has
Michael Porter Jr. is already cutting to the basket, and Jokic doesn't even have the ball yet. Porter instinctively knows that if he gets open, Jokic is going to find him. Now, these are basic motions any team will go through depending on the set. But how many players can still execute the pass that leads
how
to
you
the
get
layup?
That one off?
But Jokic's gravity only works if he is a threat to score the ball. Unfortunately for the Heat, he's really good at that too. Have you ever seen a player get a reluctant 41 points? It's not fancy, it's not loud, half the time it doesn't even look good, and yet no one has found a way to stop it. Everyone knows just how incredible Jokic is at creating offense with his pass, but I don't think the magnitude of this skill set is emphasized enough. Shaquille O'Neal holds the title as the most dominant player of all time. He couldn't hit a free throw, he wasn't the type to survey the floor for open teammates, but none of that mattered because there wasn't a soul on earth that could guard him. But what if Shaq could knock down his
Hey, if Shaq could shoot, nigga, I'm not, bro, if Shaq could shoot, dude, oh, he would be a whole different monster. Like, if Shaq, bro, imagine if Shaq could, man, if Shaq, what? Shaq, man, he'd be a different beast, nigga.
What if he could hit threes? He'd probably have been the greatest player to ever touch a basketball.
I'm not ready to lie to you.
Right? Well, in the 2000 playoffs, Shaq had
What
the
you think about
greatest
Vince Carter
postseason run
if
of
he
his
could
career,
shoot?
averaging nearly 31 points, 15 rebounds, and 3 assists on 57% shooting. This was his masterpiece. Now take a look at Jokic's numbers from this postseason. Shaq was one of a kind because he was so unstoppable that he didn't need any variance in his game. But right now, Nikola Jokic is dominating the game like a prime Shaquille O'Neal, while shooting 47% from three, while hitting 80% of his free throws, while orchestrating the offense nearly every single possession. Jokic is becoming one of the most lethal offensive weapons the game has ever seen. And he's doing it in a way that only he could. Among the greatest offensive players of all time, here's a chart of their best playoff runs in terms of points generated. That's points a player created through both scoring and assists. 30 is the threshold here, but most all-time greats surpass that total. KG, Barkley, and Carmelo all had playoff runs where they generated about 35 points a game. Dwayne Wade is the first player on this list to crack 40 points generated per game in a playoff run. Giannis, Kareem, and Steph all had runs averaging about 42 points generated per game. Keep climbing and you'll find the 9 players who surpassed the coveted 45 mark, and only 6 of them did it in the modern NBA. Allen Iverson's best playoff run that came in 2001, Luka in 2022, Jordan in 1990, Magic in 1986, LeBron in 2018, and Nikola Jokic this season.
Oh my God,
creating more offense than any player in any season ever.
I'm not ready to hold y'all. That was crazy at the wow. That's crazy. Hey, y'all tell me what y'all think. This was this was a hot video. Hot one. I ain't ready to lie to you. Dang, hey, I got more respect for him too. Put more respect on my man's name now. Well, not my man's, but put some more respect on his name. You know what I mean? Dang, this was a really good video. Thank y'all, love y'all. Tell me y'all thoughts. Don't forget to be great. Tim, follow your genius. I forgot what I was about to say. But hey, I'll be back with some more bangers. Boys out.